let's say we have a website and we want to sell a product on there. How can we do that? Now, there are services like Shopify and Etsy and eBay that allow you to sell products. And Shopify is more similarly to what we're doing, where it allows you to sell products on your own website through your own site. The thing with Shopify is that it is not very scalable and cost friendly at the same time. Shopify is a great platform, but it can be cost prohibitive for people building their sites. WordPress is a great solution to sell products. So, how do we make our store a website that can sell products? So I'm going to go to my dashboard, and I have a sample site here called SoundMuse. So this is a break from our previous website, and I'm going to go to plugins, and from here I'm going to click add new. I'm going to type in WooCommerce. WooCommerce is a great plugin, and it's owned by Automatic, who own WordPress. So I'm going to hit install. And the best thing is it's free. Now, there are a ton of plugins and add-ons for WooCommerce. Some of them are free, some of them are premium. But WooCommerce at its core and base is a free service. So I'm going to click activate. And again, you can activate this from your plugins panel if you navigate away from this page for any reason. And here we go. It is installed already. Now, in our menu over here, it created a tab called WooCommerce, and it has several different options to choose from. And then it has a thing called Products, Analytics, and Marketing. Now, if we go to WooCommerce, we click that, it's going to bring us through our setup. So it pulls open the setup wizard, and it's asking for our address and our email and city. So I'm going to put that information in here. Now, this isn't a real store, so I'm not going to put my real address in here. So I'm going to put this in here, Washington, D.C. So I'm going to type in United States and District of Columbia. And it's in Washington, D.C. And my postal code, forgot that period there. My postcode is 2500, and my email address is david@soundmuse.co. Now, again, you would want to put your real address in here. I'm using an example. And I'm going to say no thanks. And what am I selling? I'm selling music. So I'm going to say other and say music. I'll say vinyl records and hit continue. Now, what type of products will be listed? I'm going to say physical products, but I'm also going to say downloads. Now, if you wanted to have memberships on your site or subscriptions or a way for people to book, there are add-ons here. And these are really good values. It saves you time from having to code it and also from having to pay for an expensive plugin up front. And I'm going to click continue. It says, how many products do you plan to display? I'm going to say 11 to 100. Now, the awesome thing about WooCommerce is it doesn't charge you for products. Now, Shopify would charge you based on how many products you have. If you get a certain cap, and after that you have to pay more. Squarespace does the same thing, where it will limit you and then charge you when you want to scale up. WordPress doesn't make you do that. So I'm not selling on any other platform, and I'm not setting the store up for a client. So I'm going to hit continue. And it says add recommended business features to my site. We can look here and see what that is. It's going to make our life a lot easier. I don't necessarily need MailPoet or Jetpack, but I'm just going to go ahead and roll with it here. Now, it is allowing me to pick a theme here that is based around a store. I could do that, but I've already got a basic shell of what I want to use with the theme that I'm using, which is Pro. Okay, so it has more of the onboarding, and we can just go through that. Okay, next I'm going to continue the setup with Get Paid with WooCommerce Payments. So we'll select this, And this is a newer feature. It's partnering us with Stripe. So what I'm going to do next is put in my phone and email to continue setting up the payments. So I put in the information and then it's asking for a verification code. And all I need to do is simply put in the verification code. So this is moving away from the PayPal model that it used, and I'm actually really excited about how they're working together, WooCommerce and Stripe. Stripe is a powerful tool. And next, I believe, is going to have us set up a Stripe account. So legal name of person, so I'll say David Meyer, and continue filling out this form. Now, this is some pretty personal info, so I'm not going to show you that info, but you would just fill this out as you need to. And the next window brings us to our business details. So select our industry, and there are a lot of options, a lot more options than when we were setting up the Woo thing, but I'm not seeing, if I click retail, I'll say home electronics. Because vinyl records, music, stuff like that, that would fall under that. So I'm going to click continue. Next, we set up how we are going to get paid. So you can either do a bank account or you can either link a credit card. Now, I'm going to put in that info and continue. You would put in your info. So I finished that setup with WooCommerce payments. I don't need to manage that. I've got that all done. I can go back here and click set up payments up here and click this back button. And it's saying set up tax, set up shipping, because we have physical products. So I'll go set up tax, and I'm going to click yes, please. So that was easy. Set up shipping is next. And we can do free shipping or set up a shipping like a flat rate. So I'm going to say $3. Not 300, but $3. And this would be like media mail cost. And then rest of the world, we could turn that on. And for them, the rest of the world, we'll say $7 and complete task. This is where we can add products here. We can also go to WooCommerce, click this, and view like our WooCommerce dashboard. Recent orders, recent customers. So if we click WooCommerce, we can see all of our WooCommerce dashboard. And one thing to keep in mind is I'm using a site without an SSL certificate. And up here you see this is not secure. And that's because I don't have an SSL certificate or secure socket layer certificate. Some of you may have had that included with your theme or with your purchase of hosting, but I don't have that. So to make this a real store, it is highly recommended, and sometimes WooCommerce will limit you if you don't have this. So I recommend getting an SSL certificate attached to your domain if you don't have one. If you do have one, your store will have a little lock next to it and say secure. But we can see orders, customers, coupons, reports, settings, status, marketplace, and then your subscriptions to any add-on.